YouTube decided to do it to me again, so here we are. Hi, here I am. Oh my goodness. One of these days, YouTube will get their you-know-what together, and we'll have a normal live. Last week I was live and it was normal. Today, not so much. Hang on. Give me a minute here. Let me get situated. I'm a little crooked. Hey guys, Mary here from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and welcome to my weekly live chat. I try to go live here. Oops, let me see if I can get some comments and see what's going on. How are you guys doing? How is life? How is the garden? It is November, and we are working things out here. Sorry, just give me a second while I get things situated. I had everything all set. Everything was like peachy and easy and simple, and now it's not so simple. All right. So, every Thursday I try to go live here on YouTube. Every now and then I go live on Facebook, but not really because it's kind of annoying, but so is YouTube sometimes. Can we just take a minute here and say hello to my beautiful peppers? It is November in the garden. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will be live probably for a very short time today because we may get rain, we may not. The weather guessers, as my husband calls them, they're calling for 1% chance of rain. It's gray and it's misty and it's moist out here, like the air feels moist. So just bear with me here. In case I run screaming out of the garden, it's probably because it's pouring here. Hey everybody, we've got a lot of people joining me here, and I can't see who's joining me, but I can see if you're commenting. So give me a shout, say hello, let me know what's going on. We got Caitlin, we got Jennifer, we got Jenny, we got Esther's daughter, we got Peter, hello, we got Rebecca, we got Laughing Gardens, we got Alan, hello, in Texas as well. So, first and foremost, I will be in Athens, Texas this Saturday and Sunday, and I really hope that if you're in the area that you join me. Why? It is a weekend event. It is the Texas Permaculture Expo. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but they are offering day passes and weekend passes. I am not in charge of this event. I am just there with a booth, and I'm also going to be there teaching classes. We got Pam here. Hey, me and my shadow, thank you for joining me as well. So I actually took notes just so that I wouldn't forget. By the way, I already mentioned this earlier, but can we take a minute to enjoy this chipotle pepper? So I actually pulled back the fencing on this garden. This is one of the hog bed gardens that I put fencing up on, and these are chipotle peppers. They're small at this stage. They're growing much bigger. They are orange and green. They start off green and then they go, here you can see this one maybe. They start off green. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Yeah, maybe a little bit. And then they go to orange. Here you might be able to see these ones. They're orange and green at the same time. Hey, Asia Joe, thanks for joining us. So, November in the garden right now is crazy in East Texas, and it may be crazy in your area as well. So that's why I wanted to share with you today. But before I get to that, hey Krista, thanks for joining me. Hey Christian, thanks for joining me. I hope it gets a little more clear. It's super cloudy here, so my coverage is crazy weird. I mentioned earlier I will be at an event this weekend. So let me get to that first before we get to the meat and potatoes of the video. So, Athens, this weekend, hey Kirsten, the Texas Permaculture Expo. The address is 7380 Farm to Market 1861, and that's in Athens, Texas. And if you're not sure, you can send me an email and I'll send you the info as well. I will be there personally. Now, you can go to the Texas Permaculture Expo Facebook page. You can go to their website and see the specific calendar of events. They have a huge lineup Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is kind of the lineup is similar to like the Homesteaders of America, only it's here in East Texas. And it's an 80-acre property. They have what they call the learning gardens, and that's how I know them, because I donated seeds to their kids' garden. Saturday, I will be there from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Sunday, I will be there from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. I am bringing seeds that are free, and I'm bringing seeds that you can buy. So, super awesome. I'm teaching 2 classes. On Saturday, I'm teaching fall and winter gardening at 3:30 p.m. All of this information is going to go onto my YouTube channel for those of you that are not local, obviously. We're nationwide. We actually ship internationally as well. So you may not be able to see me live in Athens. And then also on Sunday, I am teaching a seed saving class at 9:30. And again, this information will be available on my YouTube channel at a later time. Just like my Seed Starting 101 video I did, I did a couple of classes in East Texas, and then I posted it to my YouTube channel. People really like it. So all that information will be available. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So all the information in my classes will be available on my YouTube channel, but I really would love to meet you. So if you live close by and you're close to Athens, it's like $15 for a day pass or $30 for the weekend pass, and it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's a great deal. And there's so much more than just me talking. I mean, there's a whole huge lineup. So if you're close by, it's definitely something you might want to check out. And like I said, I'm going to have seeds to donate, to share with you for free, and I'm also going to have seeds to purchase. So, now, November in the garden. Let's see. Asia Cho says, just re-watched your seed starting video last week. Good info for new gardeners and a refresher. Well, thank you very much. That was based off of the 2 classes, the 2 classes I did early in the year, and I was like, perfect timing for me to share for my YouTube channel. I'm tired. I will tell you that much right now. I am recovering from, well, I wouldn't say recovering. I'm in the middle of a pretty gnarly flare-up on my neck, and you might not be able to notice it, but my neck's over here right now, and it's a little uncomfortable. I was hit by a drunk driver. I was driving, and I was hit by a drunk driver about, I want to say 15 years ago. My insurance guy he calls me and he goes, "Are you okay?" Because my car was totaled. I walked away with a black eye, burns on my face, broken arm, broken wrist. So I am struggling right now. I'll be totally honest. I don't like to sugarcoat things. Growing food is my passion, and I will still grow food even if I'm like crawling to get to my garden. But right now, I am limiting my garden time because I can't. Or at least I can't do what I normally do. So I'm trying to be my regular informational self, but it's still a struggle. I mean, it's silly to sugarcoat it for customers that some of you are in a worse situation physically than I am. So I'm definitely not complaining. I still have my health. I'm super stoked. I have an awesome garden here. Just bear with me here because my brain gets a little fuzzy sometimes if you haven't dealt with this, maybe you don't know, but you know, pain can do some weird stuff to your brain. So, we are getting seeds out as quickly as possible. We have awesome, very small team in the seed warehouse right now getting orders out. We're not a major corporation where we have like 300 people in a big warehouse like Amazon. So we have an awesome team that is getting seed orders out as quickly as possible and with love. I'll tell you that much right there. It is definitely with love. So the meat and potatoes of the video is November in the garden. Thanks, Krista. Thanks, Nancy, and Esther's daughter. Thank you very much. And I don't say that to be like, oh, look at me. It's just more like, bear with me here if I get a little fuzzy. I do try to be as helpful as possible, and sometimes Sometimes I just prefer to be goofy instead of helpful, just because goofy is fun sometimes. And it makes you just kind of laugh. And if you want to laugh at me, totally fine too. Right now, frost dates are so, so important. Literally every day, someone either sends me an email, comments on social media, or comments on my YouTube channel, when can I plant this? And it's like, when can I plant X seed? So, like, toothache plant. Well, when do I plant that? Well, where do you live? That's super important, because I'll give you an example. And we don't, as gardeners, we don't necessarily think about this when we ask a seed company or someone that is like the expert kind of thing. Where you live is super important, and your frost dates are super important. When it comes to annuals, there's a little asterisk there. When it comes to annuals, your frost date is more important than your zone, because your frost dates matter when it comes to annuals. Perennials are zone specific because you have a general like frost free dates or frost dates, for example, like apple trees, pear trees, peaches, asparagus, rhubarb. All of those things are perennials that are more zone specific. So if you're talking about when should I plant toothache plant, or when should I plant these amazing peppers, these are Fatali peppers, by the way, your frost dates are more important. So let me give you an example. I am in zone 8, but zone 8 is multiple states and multiple frost dates. So you need to know your frost date over your zone as far as annual. So my frost date is super exciting. I'm actually excited this year. My husband is super bummed. He likes cooler weather and I like warm weather. So my frost date here, my average, remember that, there's a little asterisk there. Your average frost date is the average over the last 10 years. My average here is November 12th to 15th, something like that. I just looked at my regular forecast going forward through the 16th, and the low is 47. So I am looking at a little bit of a longer growing season to be able to harvest these green peppers. Hopefully they will mature into orange peppers. Esther's daughter, perfect example. You are in Florida. Depending on where you are, in January, you may have like a month of frost, and that's it. So I lived in Hollywood, Florida. We had, if you look up the frost dates for that zip code, it is literally, it says NA, because there are about 3 frost dates a year for that zip code. So you need to know what your growing season is like. In November, usually my beets are thriving, my lettuce is thriving, my spinach is thriving, but it's in the high 70s, in the 80s right now. So my cool weather crops are not thriving right now. But that's okay. I got peppers, I got tomatoes, I got squash, I got eggplant. So everything is different this year, and every year is different. Last year, perfect point, Nancy says that you have 9 inches of snow in Colorado. So perfect point. If you're going to ask me, when do I plant this seed? Tell me where you are, because that's going to give me a little more information about where you are and when you should plant it. So, yeah, Esther's daughter, you said you haven't planted yet. Of course, because it's still probably fairly warm in your area. Now, last year, my first actual frost date was October 30th. So knowing what your average is and then watching the forecast getting up to that is super important. If you have a frost date like random, you're going to want to make sure that you cover some stuff. And I covered that a couple weeks ago. Hey, Shawnee, thanks for joining me as well. I covered that a while ago about preparing your garden for frost and for cool weather. And we talked about the row covers, we talked about frost covers, things like that. So check it out. Check out the older videos after my live chat. I'm just checking out for critters. I can hear the rustling in the bushes. And so if you didn't catch my earlier videos, it was about 2 months ago when we talked about the wild hogs that had been totally taking over my garden. You can see behind these pepper plants, there's chicken wire, and it actually wraps around this entire garden bed. So you may not be able to see it. I'll move it over a little bit here. This is a 4-foot by 8-foot garden bed, and I wrapped chicken wire around it. I put 2x4 posts in each corner, all 4 corners, and then I used a staple gun to kind of just attach it, and then I used little eye hooks to attach it at one end. That's temporary. I want something a little more sturdy, but so far every bed that has been hog proofed or chicken proofed or critter proofed is still viable, which is awesome. So check out my older videos. They're live and they're fun and they're weird and whatever. So this year it means that I have a slightly longer growing season, and I have time to let my peppers, my tomatoes, my squash, my eggplant, and it means I'm going to be planting some of my cool weather crops a little later. And I have planted cool weather crops, but they're just not doing as well because it's still hot. So again, knowing your season and knowing your growing season is super important. It is the beginning of November, and I still have a ton of stuff growing, and I'm super excited about that. Now, before I finish, I want to talk about my seed giveaway. I have 2 things going on right now. My November seed giveaway and the new arrivals for 2025 announcement. Both of them are in the description section of this video. You will also find a link to my comprehensive planting guide in this video. I want to share something that was super fun that I had made, and I will be having a bunch of these made, and hopefully you can pick them up. They're going to be super reasonably priced because I'm not looking to it's backwards. I understand. If you go to my Facebook page, or after the video, if you go to my YouTube community section, you'll see it. It's a fun little ornament. It's made here right in East Texas, which I love the idea that it's super local. The same family that makes my posters, they make my postcards. It's a little ornament, and this is part of my giveaway. One of the winners is going to get one of these, and I'll probably have, Krista, you already got your 2025 seeds. So it's a Christmas ornament, and it's the state of Texas, and it has Mary's Heirloom seeds in it. But I will say this, something that I thought was super extra that they did for me. That's a little star. That's where we are in East Texas. So if you wonder, it's a big old state. Like, Texas is a big state. And that's where we are in East Texas. So I'm pretty close to the other side of the border, too. And people say, well, I'm in Dallas. Where are you? Well, Dallas is like right there, I think. So, and my cousin lives in Corpus Christi, and I'm not sure if it's on this coast. I think it's this coast, but she's like way down there. So it's a big state. So I'm also going to have one that's like a watering can, if it works out okay. For those of you that don't want a Texas Christmas ornament, but I'm going to have a bunch of these made and just kind of fun. I'll be giving away at different email giveaways, Facebook giveaways, and it's starting to rain, so I'm going to get out of here real quick. And another gift in our giveaway is a Mary's Heirloom Seeds mug. I'm not wearing my matching shirt, but I do have my matching tumbler here. Coffee mug. These aren't even available for sale. These are just available as a gift. Ooh, mosquito got me. Ooh, I'm gonna have to run in the house now. So this is another thing that is in my giveaway. It's not even going to be available on my website. It's just going to be available for fun as a free gift. So check out the description section of this video. Esther's daughter, I got your email and I responded to your email. If you have any issues with signing into the giveaway or entering the giveaway, send me an email. I'm always happy to help if you're asking for help. So anyway, in the description section of this video, you'll find a lot of links. You'll find a comprehensive planting guide. You will find a link to my seed giveaway. You'll find a link to the 2025 announcements. And Asia Joe says, you can't have too many mugs. Literally, I have so many coffee mugs. My husband just told me that if I bring any home, I'm going to have to get rid of some. I will not get rid of my coffee mugs. I'll just find another shelf. And then also, if you want, we have these tumblers. We have tumblers in 20 ounce and 30 ounce, and these aren't just for cold stuff. You can use the 20 ounce for coffee. My mom uses her 20 ounce for coffee, and those are available at marysheirloomseeds.com. So definitely hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I collect coffee cups too. I've got like cat mom, I've got gardening specific, I've got bees, I got butterflies, I got all kinds of different coffee mugs. So you can never have too many coffee mugs. You can drink water out of them, you can drink coffee, you can drink tea, whatever. Anyway, all right, everybody. I am Mary from Mary's Heirloom Seeds signing off. I am going to make myself dinner and crash because tomorrow is another early day, and I will have 2 days outside in Athens teaching, selling seeds, giving away free seeds, and answering a million questions, and I totally love answering a million questions. So if you've got any questions that I didn't answer tonight, send me an email. My email is mary@marysheirloomseeds.com. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow every social media, all the things, because I share so much awesome stuff. I really hope you do. If you have questions, you can always ask, but I hope you enjoy the stuff I share. All right, everybody. I am Mary from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, signing off, and happy planting.